Growagarden is officially dead. Stealabrainrot has finally beat Growagarden. The player count for Growagarden has slowly been going down. This is the first time in history that Growagarden did not surpass more than 13 million players on update day. Every single update, Growagarden is dying out more and more. But why is that? How come Growagarden went from the biggest Roblox game in the entire world and having so many YouTubers move over just for Growagarden to now being a game that is slowly dying out? And now Stealabrainrot has become the biggest game in the world. How did Stealabrainrot just take over like that? Before I reveal the secret though, there is a game that's going to be coming out that's going to be competing with Stealabrainrot and Growagarden. This game is so good that it's literally going to overtake both of these games combined and becoming the top Roblox game in the entire world. And I'm not allowed to reveal it yet, but at 400 likes, I will make a video showcasing it because this is a game that is going to become the biggest thing in the entire world. But now we have to actually investigate how Growagarden is actually dying. Before September, Growagarden was doing pretty decent. They were getting more players. They hit 20 million concurrent players, making it the biggest game in the world. And so far at this point, around August 27th, Growagarden is still maintaining its players. And then September 1st hits. As soon as September 1st hits is when you start seeing a decrease in players for Growagarden. A lot of this is also because of school. So we made the assumption that it was because of school. And well, Growagarden at this point still is maintaining the #1 spot on Roblox. The first update of September for Growagarden, it did not surpass its previous player count that they hit, and usually they do. But at this point, again, we were still thinking that Growagarden has not died, and it's simply because of the fact that school started and people are slowly getting back into school. Now, with this recent update, with Growagarden's fall update, they hit 13 million concurrent players, and they immediately went straight back down to 700,000 concurrent players, all the way down to 500,000 concurrent players at one point. As well as that, Blox Fruits, being another Roblox game, surpassed Growagarden in players, as well as Brookhaven. So at this point, it's quite literally confirmed that Growagarden is very slowly dying each update. And people being back in school is no longer the reason why Growagarden's players are so low, because literally on the same day, Stealabrainrot beat Growagarden's concurrent player count that they reached and broke records with. And now Stealabrainrot has replaced Growagarden, making Stealabrainrot the #1 game in the entire world. How did this happen though? You see, Growagarden is a pretty good game. The issue though is that a lot of people are getting bored of it. I'll give you very good reasons why. Right now, every single update for Growagarden, all they are adding is, well, seeds, cosmetics, and that's really it. At one point, everyone gets tired of Growagarden, especially those who have already basically beat the game. People who already have a lot of slots, a lot of gardens already maxed out, especially being completely maxed out within the game. And at that point, once you're even there at that level, what's the reason and what's the point of even playing Growagarden? Stealabrainrot also has this thing where once you have all the brainrots, I guess essentially you beat the game. But the thing with Stealabrainrot is that it's kind of fun. I'll give you a very good example. You can steal from other people's bases and kind of make them angry. That is very fun. Whereas Growagarden, you have to pay Robux to steal other people's fruits. That is not fun. And it's literally such a pay-to-win system done on purpose, which is not meant to be like that. Though the company that bought Growagarden is Doobig, and ever since they bought Growagarden, they've been adding quite a bunch of pay-to-win elements. Now, Doobig is not that bad of a company. They're actually a really good company, and they just needed to learn that they shouldn't be adding this many pay-to-win aspects. Growagarden would have not been dying out like this if stealing fruits from other players did not have to cost Robux and could just cost money. If Stealabrainrot had the same feature as Growagarden, where you had to pay Robux to steal someone else's Brainrot, Stealabrainrot would not be as popular as it is today. One reason why Stealabrainrot surpassed Growagarden is because of the fact that you do not need to pay Robux to steal other people's Brainrots, especially the rarest thing people have ever collected. Growagarden, you have to pay Robux in order to literally steal someone's Brainrot or really do anything in the game. I know both of these games are pay to win equally, but Stealabrainrot is a little bit less pay to win than Growagarden. Growagarden has way too many things they add every week where you have to pay Robux to get. At this point, when you add so much things in the game that's just about buying things from Robux, and unless you do not spend Robux, you can't have fun in the game. There's a point where everyone just gets fed up and leave. And that's what's happening with Grow a Garden. People are tired of the developers just adding so much things that's all for Robux. Steal a Brainrot, in comparison, is a lot more fun and honestly a little bit less repetitive actually. Stealing other people's brainrots is very fun, and the admin abuses Sammy does is also pretty fun. The thing is, with Steal a Brainrot is that Sammy tries to prioritize making sure that everyone has a fair chance, meaning he tries to make sure that there's not much pay-to-win elements in the game. He always gives out more luck to people, gives out the rarest, most coolest brainrots in the game, something completely brand new, and guess what? These brainrots, you don't need to pay Robux to get. In Grow a Garden, yes, there's seeds that you can also get, but these seeds are not ever in stock. And especially when Grow a Garden releases new seeds, it takes a long time to grind for it, or you can pay Robux to get it, and that is very unfair. Whereas Steal a Brainrot, when a new Brainrot releases, Sammy makes sure everybody has an equal chance to get it, and guess what? For free. Obviously, there's going to be a lot more people that are going to try to get that new Brainrot, and you just have to fight your way to get it. That is very, very fair. And anything new Sammy adds, everyone has a chance to get it. You don't have to pay Robux to even play the game. Like, if you actually have 0 Robux as a new player for Steal a Brainrot, you can actually enjoy the game and play the entire game without ever spending Robux. Whereas Grow a Garden, if you were to play the game today and you have 0 Robux, you can still kind of enjoy the game, but not as much. You can enjoy the game a lot more in Grow a Garden if you spend Robux, which kind of sucks. Especially when Grow a Garden adds new things, you have to spend Robux most of the times to get it. Especially when a new seed comes out, you have to wait a long time to get it, or you pay Robux right now to get it. So you kind of get my point. Grow a Garden has become so pay to win and has become a game where you have to spend money to even enjoy the game, and people are slowly realizing this and are quitting because of it. And it gets to a point where the game gets so repetitive after doing the same things for many weeks, it's just not fun anymore. Steal a Brainrot is a little bit less pay to win, and anything new Sammy adds, you can immediately get it on the day. And that's why Steal a Brainrot has surpassed Grow a Garden, because they're just not as pay to win. Sammy actually wants his players to enjoy the game. Sammy actually wants you to experience things within the game and new things that get added. And Sammy doesn't really care as much to get your Robux or take your money, which is why Steal a Brainrot has now become the #1 game in the entire world. But this could change. Will Sammy actually continue keeping Steal a Brainrot the #1 game in the world? Because at the moment, there's a bunch of other companies trying to copyright Steal a Brainrot. Just like recently, they took the Tung Sahur Brainrot from Steal a Brainrot, and that has affected Steal a Brainrot quite a bit. There's gonna be other companies trying to come after Steal a Brainrot, and there might be a chance that Grow a Garden might try to make a comeback. Jando did make the announcement a couple months back that he would try to add more things to do in Grow a Garden, so maybe Grow a Garden could actually make a big comeback in the next few updates. But it looks like for now, Grow a Garden is dying out, and there is nothing at all that could even save Grow a Garden in the next few updates at all, and it looks like Steal a Brainrot has officially won.